In today's video, we're breaking down how Shopify handles B2B selling, including wholesale pricing, company profiles, and net payment terms. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and if you sell products wholesale or are thinking about moving into B2B, this is one of those topics that feels way more complicated than it actually needs to be. By the end of this video, you'll understand what Shopify's B2B features are, how wholesale pricing works inside Shopify, how company profiles replace the old school wholesale hacks, and how net terms fit into all of this. This is important because B2B orders are usually bigger, more complex, and less forgiving if your systems aren't clear. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the basics. If you have not heard of Shopify, it is an e-commerce platform that supports both direct-to-consumer and business-to-business selling. In recent years, Shopify has added native B2B features, so store owners don't have to rely on workarounds, separate wholesale stores, or complicated third-party tools. B2B in Shopify is designed for selling to other businesses, not individual shoppers. That includes wholesalers, retailers, distributors, and repeat business customers who expect different pricing, payment terms, and account level access. Instead of treating wholesale customers like regular shoppers with discount codes, Shopify lets you build a structured B2B setup where pricing, access, and payment rules are tied directly to the business buying from you. Let's talk about B2B versus traditional wholesale setup. So before Shopify introduced native B2B features, most wholesale stores use separate websites, hidden collections, or manual invoice systems. That worked, but it was fragile and hard to scale. With Shopify's B2B setup, wholesale is no longer a workaround. It's actually a built-in mode designed specifically for business customers. This means pricing, checkout, and account access behave differently for B2B buyers without affecting your regular retail customers. The biggest shift here is that B2B customers are treated as companies, not just individual logins. Now let's talk about company profiles instead of customer tags. So one of the most important concepts in Shopify B2B is company profiles. Instead of tagging individual customers as wholesale, you essentially create a company profile that represents the business buying from you. Each company profile can have multiple contacts, locations, and permissions. This mirrors how real businesses operate. One company might have a buyer, an accountant, and a warehouse manager all interacting with your store in different ways. This structure makes B2B selling feel more professional and organized compared to older wholesale setups. Now, wholesale pricing logic. So wholesale pricing in Shopify B2B is not based on discount codes. Instead, pricing is assigned directly to the company profile. This means different businesses can see different prices for the same product. Your retail customers see retail pricing. Your wholesale customers see wholesale pricing automatically once they log in. This removes friction at checkout and eliminates confusion around which discount code to use. It also just prevents wholesale pricing from leaking to the public side of your store. Product availability for B2B customers. Another key feature is the ability to control which products B2B customers can see and buy. Not every product you sell retail needs to be available wholesale. You can limit certain items, enforce minimum order quantities, or even restrict access based on company profile. This is especially helpful if you offer bulk-only products or wholesale exclusive SKUs. It also helps protect your margins by preventing small orders that don't make sense for B2B fulfillment. Now we're going to talk about net payment terms. So net terms are a common expectation in B2B. Instead of paying immediately, businesses often want to pay within a set period, like net 15, net 30, or net 60. Shopify supports a net terms by allowing you to assign payment terms directly to company profiles. This changes how checkouts work for those buyers. Instead of paying upfront, they place the order and agree to pay later based on the terms you've approved. This mirrors traditional B2B invoicing but keeps everything inside your Shopify system. Net terms are powerful, but they also require trust and very clear policies. Now, once B2B orders are placed, they flow through Shopify like any other order, but with more context. You can see which company placed the order, which contact submitted it, and what terms apply. This visibility makes it easier to manage fulfillment, accounting, and follow-ups. You're not guessing who ordered what or why payment hasn't come through yet. Everything stays connected to the company profile, which just simplifies long-term relationships with repeat buyers. The B2B checkout experience is different from retail checkout as well, so wholesale customers don't expect the same flow as a regular shopper. Shopify's B2B checkout reflects that by supporting bulk ordering, custom pricing, and alternative payment methods. This helps B2B customers feel like the store was built for them, not adapted as an afterthought. A smoother checkout leads to fewer abandoned orders and fewer emails asking for invoices or manual adjustments. Now, access control and permission. So not every contact with a company needs the same access. Shopify lets you control what different users can see and do. For example, one person might place orders while another only views invoices. This level of control is really important for larger businesses and makes your store more appealing to serious wholesale buyers. It also reduces mistakes and miscommunications on the buyer side. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. So one of the biggest advantages of Shopify's B2B setup is structure. Everything is organized around real business relationships instead of loose customer tags or discount codes. This makes wholesale selling more predictable and easier to scale. Another benefit is pricing clarity. Wholesale customers automatically see the correct pricing without needing special links or codes. This is just going to reduce friction and create a more professional buying experience. Now on the downside, Shopify B2B does require upfront setup and planning. You need to think through pricing terms and access rules before actually turning them on. It's not something that you can casually toggle without preparation. Another consideration is that net terms introduce risk. Offering delayed payments means trusting your buyers and having systems in place to handle late or missed payments. Shopify provides the structure, but the business decision is still yours. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the different plans and pricing options. Now, we've got a couple of different options here, as you can see. So I'm only going to go through the Plus plan because, again, if you're watching this video, you probably want to sell wholesale B2B. You can pay monthly or yearly, and this is $2,300 per month billed yearly. Okay, you also can pay monthly, but it's the same amount. You do have to also be signed up for a 3-year term, but you can start out with $399 for your first month to really give it a try. So the card rates are competitive for high volume merchants. Some of the standout features are up to 88% shipping discount, insurance and third-party calculated rates, 200 inventory locations, priority 24/7 phone support, local storefronts by market, unlimited staff accounts, fully customizable checkout, and up to 200 POS pro locations. And again, you can sell wholesale B2B. Okay, so that is the one plan that actually works for a wholesale B2B. Before we wrap up, I just wanted to touch on some bonus tips for running B2B smoothly in Shopify. So one of the most important things to think about with B2B is communication. Wholesale buyers expect clarity, and that means being very clear about pricing rules, minimum order quantities, and payment terms before they ever place an order. Even though Shopify handles the technical side, setting expectations up front is going to save you a lot of back and forth later. It's also a good idea to separate your B2B messaging from your retail messaging. Wholesale customers care less about marketing language and more about reliability, availability, and margins. Make sure your policies, emails, and order confirmations reflect that difference. Helps your store feel intentional instead of confusing. Another thing to consider is onboarding new wholesale customers. Instead of letting anyone sign up and guess how things work, many stores use an application or approval process before granting B2B access. This keeps your wholesale pricing protected and ensures you're working with legitimate businesses. You'll also want to think carefully about minimum order sizes. B2B fulfillment usually costs more in time and logistics, and small orders can quickly eat into margins. So setting clear minimums helps ensure wholesale orders are worth fulfilling while still being fair to buyers. Payment terms deserve extra attention as well. So net terms can be great for attracting serious buyers, but they should be tied to trust and history. Many businesses start new wholesale customers with prepaid orders and introduce net terms later once the relationship is established. Inventory management is another area where B2B changes how you think. Large wholesale orders can wipe out stock quickly if you're not planning ahead. So keeping an eye on inventory levels and forecasting for B2B demand helps avoid selling out retail customers unexpectedly. And finally, remember that B2B is about long-term relationships. Shopify gives you the structure, but the real value comes from consistency and communication. When buyers know they can count on you, they tend to reorder and increase order size over time. If you sell wholesale, work with retailers, or plan to grow your B2B side, side of the business, Shopify's B2B features are definitely worth exploring. They're designed for businesses that want clarity, structure, and fewer manual processes. This setup makes sense if you want to stop managing wholesale orders through emails, invoices, or hidden storefronts. It's also a great fit if you work with repeat buyers who expect consistent pricing and payment terms. If you only have 1 or 2 wholesale customers and everything is handled manually right now, you might not need this full B2B setup yet. The value increases as your wholesale relationships grow. This also may not be ideal if you want zero involvement in payment management. Net terms do require policies, follow-up, and accountability. So just some things to keep in mind when you're making your decision. I know how overwhelming it can feel when your business starts moving beyond simple retail and into more complex territory like wholesale and B2B. These systems matter because they affect cash flow, relationships, and how professional your brand feels to serious buyers. If you want to explore Shopify's B2B features, make sure you use our exclusive link down in the description below. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. It really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. This channel is dedicated to helping you grow and manage your e-commerce business with clear and practical guidance that you can actually use. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.